Hello, everybody. This is Nick. We had a little technical hiccup and lost our intro that we recorded, but it's all good. This week, we watched Freaked. It's an amazing piece of 90s pop culture that has just been lost to the ages. You can only find this goddamn movie on YouTube. We need reprints. Reprints. Get it on DVD, Blu-ray, all the things. It's not even streaming anywhere. It's goddamn ridiculous. Anyway, we love this movie. It's not a great movie, but it's fun as hell. So, Big Dumb Monsters watching Freaked. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, folks, this week we are talking Freaked, 1993 like sci-fi comedy.
I've wanted to do this movie for so long.
Yeah,
What was that noise?
Yeah, I'm like, did we? I think it might have been like one of our.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, maybe like one of our chords or something.
Zero sum.
Hey, what's
Buddha.
up? There we go. We have somebody in the chat. We have two viewers now. We've doubled our viewers
I know
since
who that
the
is.
technical era. All
I
right,
know who that is.
all right, excellent. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by.
That's our super fan.
Oh, excellent. As we were saying, we were talking Freaked. Yeah, I remember watching this movie because it was on HBO a lot, like in the mid '90s.
Was it?
Yeah, and like I just remember being like kind of indifferent to it, like didn't really like appreciate it all that much. Like
Yeah.
watching it today, like I loved it as I was watching.
Fucking rad.
Yeah, it. I think the easiest way to describe this movie, it is a live action cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it is a like a comic strip from like a late 80s or like early 90s Thrasher magazine, like come to life.
It's that, or it's like a movie length, like Primus video.
Yeah, that also, like this movie, like it surprises me that Les Claypool isn't Elijah Scuggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw this movie once or twice before,
Mhm.
and this would have been, probably the late 90s.
Yeah.
And it just always stuck with me.
Yeah,
And I've
same here.
always wanted to go back. And
We knew it.
Donner,
We
there
knew
he
it.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
At least somebody else's dog barked. So he's got to chime in on the conversation. But it always stuck with me because it was so freaky and weird, and like it was funny, but it was gross.
Yeah.
It is MTV. Like,
Yeah.
This is MTV.
This movie is 90s as fuck.
It
Like
really is.
it does not get more 90s than this, like as far as cinema. I mean, just from the visuals, the music, the comedy, like all of it is just so 90s, but still works. Like
Yeah,
it still
it
works,
does.
today.
I don't know if it works on a crowd that wasn't there for that.
You might be right about that.
If you're
yeah.
just dipping your toes into like 90s nostalgia,
yeah,
you're probably going to be like weirded out or wonder what the fuck is going on. But if you were there for it, like this was kind of normal.
yeah,
I don't know. Well, I mean, not normal, but like it wasn't so crazy that you've never seen anything like this. Maybe not to this level.
yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, this is again like in the age when you could watch MTV from the moment you woke up to the moment you went to bed,
Yeah.
and this like condenses that day down into
It
about
really, really does.
80 minutes.
Yeah. But it's so like 90s referential too.
Yeah, there's like an inside joke like right in the beginning here where he says something about like, oh, we're going to the movies or something like, what were we going to see? Like, oh, Return to the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah.
And Brooke Shields is like, oh, I heard that sucked.
Yeah. Because she was in it.
Because she's in the first one. She's in the
first
original
one,
Blue Lagoon. Yeah.
Fucking Brooke Shields. And they got really kind of high-end actors. Like, the high end of the B actors
Yeah. I mean, you have William Sadler in there, who, I mean, he's
Yeah.
in the fucking Shawshank Redemption. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
We've talked about him a million times.
Well, yeah, I mean, he is in the first episode of Tales from the Crypt.
Yep.
He's in both of the movies, I believe.
Yeah, at least one of them.
Yeah, he's definitely in Demon Knight. I'm pretty sure he shows up in the beginning of Bordello of Blood, does he not?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there was another movie that he was in that we talked about also, but we'll get there. We'll get to that portion of the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there are legit actors in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's pretty stacked with cameos and like people, you know, just recognizable people.
Yeah, and it flopped so hard, like incredibly hard.
Yeah.
By like millions of dollars.
Yeah. I was surprised. This movie, when I posted like last night, for reasons, this was our plan B for the evening.
Yeah.
And like I just posted the heads up last night on social media. And like in the short time it was up, this movie like got a lot of reaction of like, I love this movie. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, like, oh, the people were excited to see this. Like, yeah.
And part of it is because you can't find it anywhere. It's been out of print.
It's only available on YouTube really to watch.
Yeah, you can't stream it. You can't digitally rent it. You can't find a DVD. You can't find a Blu-ray. So really, YouTube is the only way to get it. And I don't know how because it's been on YouTube forever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if like nobody owns it anymore or if Alex Winter owns it and he just doesn't give a shit.
I love that, like, in the beginning here in this corporate scene, like, his cronies look like the fucking cast of Street Fighter, pretty much.
Yeah, they do. Just like, we're going to hit every stereotype.
Yeah. But yeah, you were saying, like, it's very hard to fucking come by.
Yeah, unless you're watching it on YouTube, it's nowhere.
Yeah. And, like, I want to say this was a movie, because I know I've seen this movie at least once in this circumstance where, like, again, this is very 90s specific. You're at like a party, like probably in high school, like somebody's birthday party or something. And you're just a bunch of people hanging out and like somebody rents a movie and like this is the movie that gets rented. Like, you know, you're just like, what the fuck are we watching? And like everybody's really into it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like I
saw it on cable. Like
that's I know that's where I first saw it because it was on HBO like constantly.
Yeah. No, I mean like regular ass cable. Like I did because
oh, really?
We talked about it before. I never had HBO.
Yeah.
So I think I saw it on like a fucking afternoon movie.
I want to say it was on Comedy Central like for a while.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
I also realized that like I love Alex Winter. He's not really a great actor.
But he is. I think
he's
does
such a nostalgia itch.
I think he comes off great in this movie though. Like because everything is so over the top that like I think his acting style does like lend to that very well.
Yeah. Of course I haven't seen him in a whole lot to be completely honest.
Yeah, I mean everybody just knows him as fucking Bill S. Preston. Like
yeah, he's that and he's Marco in Lost Boys.
Yeah.
And this I know I've seen him in other things, but like I can't bring anything up. Which is unfortunate because like he's such a huge piece of my like 90s culture. It's fucking who is that?
Morgan Fairchild.
Yeah, Morgan Fairchild.
I love this fucking kid. Yeah, this kid is like just the shit they put him throughout the whole movie. Like the scene where he's getting thrown through the windows.
Yeah.
Like, oh, don't worry, I'll show myself out.
Yeah. God, he's so fucking annoying though. With like,
I think that's why the
it works.
Him getting beat up works so well.
Yeah.
The scene where he falls into the airplane, you just see the haystack, and like you're expecting him to hit the haystack, and he just slams to the ground. Like, oh.
Yep. Oh man. I don't know. Like it's such a fun movie.
Yeah.
And
it is very fun. And I will say we didn't intentionally pick two comedies in a row. Like this just happened.
No, it just kind of happened that way.
Yeah.
But like they know exactly what they're doing here. Like it's not high art and they know it.
Yeah.
They put all their money in special effects which is where it belongs in this movie. For me, a lot of the jokes land.
Yeah.
And the ratio is decent. Like, because what it is basically a comedy movie with horror elements. So it just kind of sprinkles in a little bit. It's the horror, the sci-fi. Just enough to keep it interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It's body horror, you know?
Yeah. It's if Cronenberg did a fucking comedy.
Comedy,
movie.
yeah. Slapstick comedy.
Yeah. Little fucking Twilight Zone reference there.
Yeah. Can I put your bomb away, sir? There's the haystack.
Something belts him in the fucking head, doesn't it?
Yeah, like a book or something.
Yeah.
The kid looks like Alfred E. Newman, too. Like, absolutely.
He really does.
Oh, this is where the plane blows up. Oh, it's a good thing that wasn't our plane. Like in the background, the plane landing. This is great too. The fucking was it like Ricky Coogan sucks shit? Yeah, the series. Yeah, the little kids holding a sign.
Yeah, like this feels like a Leslie Nielsen movie. Like it's that.
Yeah, it's
that's
like Naked Gun level humor. Yeah,
yeah. Which I think we're due for.
Yeah,
we don't get like. Really, the closest thing we get to that anymore, and I don't think we get them.
I think we're about to have a dog-related emergency.
Oh no,
buddy, come on! You're all tangled up, bud.
The closest thing to the Leslie Nielsen slapsticky kind of movies we get are the parody movies.
Yeah, and like those. There we go.
Those
aren't nearly as funny. Like,
no, they're not.
Yeah, I mean those. Like, I checked out on those, I think, after, like, I think Scary Movie 3 was maybe the last one I saw. Like,
yeah, I think I saw 2.
Yeah.
And I was done. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, they're not good enough for the popularity.
Yeah.
To me, anyway. But I feel the same way about Scream, anyway, so.
Side note, I will say, I saw the new one yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I liked it better than I think the last one. I mean, I'm not saying these are like, you know, classic fucking, you know, horror slasher.
Some people do. Like some people hold them in like the highest regard.
No, I mean, like the first one, I will hold in that regard.
I do like the first one because it's meta. And it's so different.
Yeah,
and then it just kind of became the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, for sure. And I think this one like kind of acknowledges that. I don't know. We enjoyed it. I will say, like, the reveal of the killer is a little disappointing because they were like kind of like building up to one thing that I think would have actually been better.
Yeah.
And then like when everything's revealed, you're like, oh, really?
It's supposed to be like kind of a twist.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, that's it. We're like, okay.
The twist was more disappointing than what everybody thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Like, when Amanda and I were leaving, I'm like, I kind of wish the movie was the thing they were setting up. Like that would have been, I think, a better movie.
How's Jenna Ortega?
She's good.
Yeah.
She's good. Yeah.
People are lining her up to be the next like Tim Burton girl, and I don't want that.
Yeah, they're already talking about her being in Beetlejuice too.
Yeah.
I like her, you know, I think, you know, she maybe needs to hit the brakes a little bit, like, so we don't burn out, like, on her.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, I will say this one, I think, is more focused on her older sister than it is on her.
Yeah. Was she in one of
the last one?
Oh, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I really liked her in X.
Yeah.
She was good in that. She was great in Wednesday. Like, I thought she played the character really well.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to like that show, and like, surprised, it was actually pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't need her to be the next. I don't know, like Anya Taylor-Joy. Like,
I'm still enjoying Anya Taylor-Joy.
I am too, but like, there's a limit. I don't want her in everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like. She's the it girl right now, which is fine, but let's pump the brakes a little bit, like and everything. That's a lot of people are juicing up Mia Goth right now, and it's like yeah, she's fine, but like,
Yeah. Let's not overdo it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. All things in moderation, except for heroin.
Yeah, that you can go full bore on.
Just ram jam it.
Get
right
amongst
into
it, man, as they say. Just go for it.
Freak land.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the look of this. Like this, like, you know what this also reminds me of? Another, I think, underrated, like,
Pee-wee?
well, it's like a twisted Pee Wee Herman movie. Nothing But Trouble with Dan Aykroyd and like Chevy Chase and Demi Moore. Like it's that weirdness and like kind of absurdity. Like I dug that movie and like,
yeah,
you know, I think it's in that same kind of category.
Yeah, absurd 90s stuff. So you had that. You had Nothing But Trouble. Or no, that was 80s, right?
I don't know if that was 89 or like
that was late
90, 91 maybe.
Yeah. But like you've got this. You've got Monkey Bone, which is like in the same realm. You've got Cool World, you know, like.
Do we even get absurd comedies anymore? Like, ooh, excuse me.
Not really.
Because like I don't think any studio at this point is willing to like shell out large amounts of money for something that's going to be weird and like may not hit with an audience or like may become a cult like classic.
Because movies like this were adventurous enough to try to do it.
Yeah.
But then fell on their face.
Yeah.
Because like this movie they made for like fucking $12 million or something.
No shit.
And it made like $30,000 in the theater.
Which I will say in retrospect is kind of a shame because like it's a decent movie, I think.
I imagine this is awesome in the theater.
Yeah. With like a crowd of people, like this would be a great like midnight movie.
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah.
When everybody's like nicely toasted and just
it's cool. Know? It'd be cool for a double feature too, because it's only like a fucking hour and 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
get another like Monkey Bone or like Nothing But Trouble or something like that. Yeah.
My God. We need to figure out business plan here.
Open our own drive-in?
Not even open our own. Just like take over like the fucking Bow Tie or the Madison or something for like a night.
Yeah.
And just do a big dumb monster movie night.
That might be a doable thing, I think. There was a time that was very doable at the Madison. Yeah. I don't know that crowd anymore.
Mm-hmm. I bet we could find out.
Yeah. I would love to do that.
That'd be sick.
That would be cool.
Just hold it like a double feature, like fucking twice a year.
Yeah. Just, pick a movie like, you know, something like this where it's just going to be fun to watch, especially if you've had a few drinks. Like, you're with a bunch of people. Like, that would be fucking fun.
Yeah. We're onto something here.
Yeah.
We're cooking with gas. If anybody listening knows anybody that works at the Madison, you know our email.
Or, hey, I mean, I don't want to put all our eggs into one basket, but I mean, we do know, a convention where, like, there's a big empty room next to the room where they're having the after party.
That's like, true.
Yeah.
It's true. I bet we can get something going.
Yeah. I think that's a doable. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We went through a couple of side roads there.
Back to the relevant issue. I love the sidekick. I can't remember his name.
Anthony Stoyanov, I think, or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just like naturally funny.
Yeah.
Like he's that like smart aleck humor, but you can tell that it's natural for him. He's really not like pushing it. Probably could have done without Toad.
Yeah.
Like that gag went on like a little long.
Yeah. Oh, one of the funniest fucking jokes in this movie that actually made me laugh out loud is when they're all sitting around, like all like the freaks are sitting around, they're all like giving them their origin story.
Yeah.
And then there's just the hammer on the ground and they all turn to the hammer and like
you see him pull a wrench off the wall.
Mr. T's like, oh man, that's rough. And then later on, they pay off that joke again when they're all dressed as milkmen. Mr. T is carrying the hammer and it's dressed like a milkman.
I love it. It's just so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid in the best way. Like I'm saying it's stupid not to be insulting, but like It's fucking stupid and on purpose.
Yeah.
Like the obvious, like, feminazi, like... fucking Ramada towels.
I'm not supposed to have these either.
Fucking Randy Quaid. This was his, like, magical era.
Yeah.
Like, he was good in the 80s.
He did have a golden era where, like, he just was in so many good movies.
Yeah.
And then he
became, like, just crazy enough to be awesome.
And then he just went right over that.
Yeah, the 2000s hit, and he was like, whoop, done.
I'm taking the crazy to a next level.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay taxes. Woo!
Yep. Yeah.
There's people trying to kill me. Woo!
Fucking pervert, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's, like, weird shit. Like,
well, it's like
him and his wife,
would, like, hire young girls to just, like, fucking swing with him.
Yeah. And they would also, like, stream stuff where, like, she'd be wearing, like, a mask of his face.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jesus Christ, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Kind of want to see some of those videos, though. Not gonna lie.
Didn't say I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah, just I shouldn't before going to sleep.
Oh, man.
The fucking special effects in this movie were top notch.
Yeah.
For what they were doing.
The practical stuff is, like, awesome. The effects on, like, Alex Winter, like, his whole, like, creature thing is really cool.
Yeah.
Even the creatures at the end, again, like, look straight, like, out of a fucking skater magazine. Both of those, like...
Yeah, they really do.
Both of those fucking monsters.
This whole claymation scene here, too, is really fun.
Yeah, it turns into Gumby and Pokey, and Gumby's jacking off.
That's another thing. Like, if you make a Gumby reference, 90s kids understand that.
Yeah. I don't think 2000s
No, they don't know who the fuck Gumby is.
Kids, Gumby was the old cartoon that just happened to be on super early in the mornings before we went to school. Like,
It was basically LSD in claymation form.
That about sums it up. Yeah.
It was so fucking weird, though, because, like, Gumby was from the 60s, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And, like, it was still on through the mid-90s.
Yeah, there were, like, new iterations into the 90s. Yeah.
It was fucking weird. And then it just went, gone. Like, it just went away.
I thought they were working on, like a new one. Like,
oh, they shouldn't.
Yeah, it was, like, Seth Rogen might have been even doing it or something. Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah, I think it went away.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little tired of Seth Rogen's stuff.
Yeah.
It's all like very one note.
He needs to like chill out, like stick to making pottery for a couple of years, like, and then come back and like hit us with a solid R-rated comedy, like, you know,
that's good
in a couple of years.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be about weed. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, no.
It probably will be. I bet you there's gonna be a lot of weed jokes in his Gumby movie. I don't know. What else? I mean, obviously there's dingable shit in this movie. Like, the script is weak as hell, aside from the jokes.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a fucking music video. Like, it doesn't look like a movie.
Yeah, you're right. It does look more like a music video. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which there might be an explanation for. We'll get to that. In the better known as.
Yeah, maybe. But it just like it doesn't come off as a big budget movie, which is unfortunate because it was. Hey Donner. Do you want a beer?
Hey everybody, there's the dog you hear barking every week.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Buddy, go lay down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's fine.
Pardon me. Yeah, for what it is, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. And really,
hey,
no candy,
buddy. No.
Goddamn prick dog.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready to rate this sumbitch?
I think we are ready to rate this.
Okay.
I'll go first. It's a 5.5.
Yeah,
It's maybe 6.
yeah.
You know what? 6.
I was gonna go a little higher. I think I'll go 6.5 on this
Really?
because like I'm giving them effort. I think the comedy in this is like it works. Again, I like we said before, I think it's very 90s specific.
Yeah.
But like it plays to that crowd fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, we are that crowd.
yeah. And I enjoyed the hell out of this. The effects are awesome,
That like Alex Winter's makeup is memorable as shit. Like,
yeah, there's like pieces of it moving, like independently,
Yeah, it's really, really good. But yeah, for me I'm gonna go 6.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I'm sticking with my 6.5.
Yeah.
Just because you can even give it a little extra for being like a hidden gem almost. Like
It's cult as shit.
yeah, not a lot of people are going to know this. Like, and I think people are seeing this for the first time. I think a lot of people will enjoy it. Just like, how have I never seen this? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's because it's never been available.
yeah,
That's why. It's like once you hit adulthood, if you didn't buy it on fucking VHS,
yeah.
it was available.
This I think was the
You can't get
first time in 89 episodes of this show where I couldn't easily rent the video. Like it wasn't available on like Amazon or like
nowhere.
Amazon is usually like the fallback option. Like it's always available to rent on Amazon, whatever it is. And even this one, like I went to it and it was just like, this video is not available.
Yeah, I don't know if like maybe overseas or whatever, but
Not in the US. Yeah.
nope, not for us.
Yeah.
Ortiz.
Yeah.
Fucking Ortiz. All right. You ready for trivia?
Let's move on to the trivia.
Let's do some trivia.
All right, folks, before we get to the trivia segment of the podcast, we want to take a second to tell you about our friends over at Newsly. Newsly is an all-in-one super app for iOS and Android. It picks up the most trending articles on the web and topics that you choose at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice.
That's right. For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable all in one place.
You can browse articles from topics that you choose and start playing, stop scrolling, and start listening to the web.
You can follow any topic as specific as you like, from sports, tech, business, science, Bitcoin, or even the Cardassians from Star Trek. It will find you the latest articles and read them to you aloud.
It gets Star Trek specific. You can get right down to it.
Yep.
They even have podcasts as well, believe it or not. You can explore trending podcasts from over 80 different countries. I will let you in on a little bit of a secret. You're going to find the Big Dumb Monsters podcast there as well. I actually have been using this. I've been using Newsly to actually listen to the podcast lately.
Have you really?
Yes, I have. Believe it or not, I have. They even have digital radio at Newsly.
You can download and use Newsly for free now at www.newsly.me and use the promo code DUMBM and you will get a 1-month free premium subscription.
So check them out. Head over to newsly.me and tell them, you know what? Tell them the Big Dumb Monster sent you.
Yeah, do the thing.
And now, back to the trivia.
Speaking of Ortiz, Keanu Reeves was paid $1 million for his role as Ortiz the dog boy.
No shit.
Yeah, that's Keanu Reeves.
That did not even come up in the fucking...
He's uncredited.
Yeah.
He's just, it must have been like, yeah, throw me $1 million and I'll do it kind of as a favor.
Yeah, Ted Theodore Logan.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you stop and listen to Ortiz, you definitely can hear it.
Yeah.
Because he's got that thing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uncredited role as Ortiz the dog boy.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. Test audiences were said to have reacted negatively to the first showings of the completed film. According to Alex Winter on the DVD commentary, which I want to find a DVD of this so I can just listen to the commentary.
Yeah.
First of all, I love those. And second of all, that one's probably entertaining as shit. But according to Alex Winter on the DVD commentary, many of the younger teen types that made up the majority of the preview crowd were expecting this to be the next Bill and Ted movie, and often were vocal to what they were seeing on screen. During a line of dialogue from Brooke Shields in the opening scene, a young male test audience member rose up from his seat to yell, "Fuck you, bitch!" Much to the dismay of the filmmakers present.
Holy shit.
Like, how do you go, like, yes, young teen boys, come watch this movie, and then take anything they're going to say seriously?
Yeah.
Like, the movie should have had more tits, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, I mean, yeah, it should have, but that's not the point. By the way, I have very few trivia facts here.
All right.
So, Alex Winter claims that Mr. T got stressed out and left the set 3 days before filming finished. A scab tee was required for one shot. This stand-in can be seen in one of the cage shots during the battle between Huge Stewie and Ricky. Mr. T was unavailable for redubbing the scene with all the milkmen, so Lee Ardenberg did the voiceover instead.
I also just realized there's somebody else in this movie who's not in my better known as segment.
Oh, really?
Fucking the voice of the sock.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat Goldthwait, yeah.
He's not in IMDb?
I usually just go from the top cast, and he's not in the top cast.
That's a fucking travesty.
It's weird because Alex Winter also isn't in the top cast.
What?
Yeah. I didn't realize that until I was going through. I'm like, wait a minute, where the fuck is Alex? Oh, I'm like, he's listed as director. Like,
yeah. Did he direct it? I thought
co-director, yeah.
Yeah, okay. He was like really involved because he helped write it.
He's one of the producers.
I think he's got production credit, co-director, and starred in it. That's a lot.
Production credits is always weird. Like, you never can tell what you're getting a production credit for.
Yeah.
Like, some producers actually are the producers who are producing the movie. Some producers are just like, like an actor who gets a producer credit as part of their fucking contract.
Yeah, it's like if I'm involved with your movie, it's gonna get a higher budget. So
yeah, I get a producer credit. Yeah. So it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lame. It's fucking lame. Fucking Bobcat Goldthwait. I love him. Alex Winter claims that the drool and spit coming from his mouth after Ricky gets transformed was real, caused by the makeup.
That's a lot of drool.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Well, his mouth was just like wide open this whole movie.
Fucking sockhead.
There he is.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Nobody does a good Bobcat Goldthwait. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, no.
Nobody. It's just iconically Bobcat. This is a whack fucking credit. According to his Instagram, Johnny Knoxville worked as a stand-in and photo double for Keanu Reeves on this film. Due to Keanu Reeves having to be somewhere, Johnny actually appears in the poster as the dog boy character.
Right. Sure.
I mean, I guess it's totally likely because he was trying to be an actor before he did the whole Jackass thing.
Yeah. Yeah, most people don't realize he is like in his mid-50s. Like,
yeah, he's old.
Yeah.
Fucking
the hammer scene.
An homage to stop-motion guru Ray Harryhausen can be seen in the effects sequence that first transformed the heroes of the film when the Cyclops head from the seventh voyage of Sinbad briefly appears.
Yeah, the claymation.
I would assume the dinosaur was as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that movie?
10,000 BC, is that it?
It might have been.
That's the one with Raquel Welch.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the one with claymation, but it's one of those movies.
Yeah. Yeah, there was
1 million BC or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, there was a Harryhausen dinosaur movie. 3 different visual effects companies were involved in completing the effects for the film, which took up most of the $12 million budget. I know they did. I know that's not visual, but like Skywalker Sound was involved with this at one point.
No shit.
Too.
Well, this is the early 90s. They weren't doing a whole lot.
No, they really weren't. No.
We weren't cranking out Star Wars projects back then.
No, and that's so weird to think about. Like ILM and Skywalker Sound and Skywalker Ranch and shit like that. Just like, yeah, no, come on over. Use our shit. Like, nobody else is. We're not doing an Indiana Jones movie, and we're not doing a Star Wars movie.
So, yeah, go for it.
Have at it. This is our last fact here. Alex Winter, Keanu Reeves, William Sadler, and Arturo Gil and Tom Stern all appear in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yeah, that is correct.
That is it for trivia.
We will move on to the better known as...
I know you. I know you. I knew you. I knew you. But you ain't you.
There we go.
A quick question. Yeah. Does it bother you that the cow is a man and they milk him?
It is very odd, yeah. Okay, there we go. We are adjusting to this setup. All right.
I guess we need a fourth monitor.
I've been saying it. I've been saying it. We will start off with co-director Tom Stern. One of the reasons this probably looks very much like a music video is because the co-directors Tom Stern and Alex Winter directed a lot of music videos.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah. Right in the beginning of their career, we have Red Hot Chili Peppers video, Taste the Pain, Ice Cube, Who's the Mac, Extreme, 2 Extreme fucking videos, Marilyn Manson. He did 43 episodes of The Man Show.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was in the glory years too.
Yeah. The pre Joe Rogan, Doug Stanhope years.
I think that's that span.
Probably, yeah. Like Comedy Secret Time, I'm not a fan of Doug Stanhope.
He's okay.
Yeah, I don't understand why like people
he's just
revere him so much. I
don't revere him. He's like a knockoff Dave Attell.
Yeah, he's the poor man's Dave Attell. That's the perfect way to fucking describe it.
Yeah, he's like a less funny Dave Attell.
Yeah. Who, by the way, coming to the Funny Bone in April. I kind of want to go to that.
Dave Attell?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah. I want to go to that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get the appeal of him. Yeah. Anyway, back to what's his name? Tom. Blah 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 blah.
Stern. Yep.
43 episodes of The Man Show, 16 episodes of the Andy Milonakis Show.
I hated that. I hated it so much.
I never really got that kid. Yeah. He did 8 episodes of The Toys That Made Us, that Netflix show, which is pretty damn good.
Is it?
It's all about like 80s and like 90s toy lines. So like you learn about like how like Masters of the Universe came about, or like G.I. Joe, or
okay,
like that. Yeah. Let's see. SpongeBob Appreciation Day, Patchy's Beach Bash.
Oh, that sounds great.
And he has an upcoming Butthole Surfers movie. I'm guessing a documentary.
Movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another side note, I fucking saw Gogol Bordello at Webster Hall one night. I think it was like one of their post-Christmas shows. They used to do every year a show between like Christmas and New Year's at like Webster Hall or like Terminal 5. And yeah, he brought Gibby Haynes out one fucking night.
Did he fuck anybody on stage?
No, he did not. But like it was crazy because fucking Eugene from Gogol Bordello is like literally like climbing all over him, like to the point where by the end of the song, he is inside his shirt. Like they both have their head out, like the head hole. Like,
yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it was a good show. I used to love seeing Gogol Bordello at Webster Hall because like the audience gets super, super into it. And everybody's like jumping up and down and shit. And like you used to be able to feel the floor of Webster Hall fucking like bowing and like fucking, yeah. Like
that's the thing. Like I like Gogol Bordello.
Yeah.
I can't listen to it like all the time. I imagine seeing that live.
One of the best live shows I have ever fucking seen. Yeah. Like, it's so intense, and like, because they're super intense, and then like the crowd gets really into it. So everybody's just jumping and fucking singing and screaming, and like, it's a scene, man. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. I always forget to wrap my fucking cord up before we start.
You sure do.
So I'm always bouncing, into it. Anyway.
Turn your mic.
I did that because I bounced into the fucking cord. We really got to do something about this. Anyway.
I'm telling you, I think we're going to get the table stand.
Yeah. Mics. Because like worst case scenario, I mean, like we'll have we'll have mics, we'll have wires on the table. We can drill a hole into the fucking table to fucking run them through.
That's no problem.
Yeah. Whatever.
I know how to use a drill.
Behind the scenes talk.
Yeah.
Another thing. This dude has written stuff. One of the things he has written, An American Werewolf in Paris.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I have said this here before. Like American Werewolf in London, one of my favorite movies.
I think you gave it a 9, or did you?
I gave it a 10.
Yeah, you better give that a 10. Yeah.
American Werewolf in Paris is a slap in the face to everything that is awesome about An American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
It is an affront to that movie's existence. It should be burned from the earth. Anyway. Yeah, he wrote it.
I feel like that had like a big hit song attached to it.
That Bush song, Mouth.
Oh, was it Mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did a remix of Mouth for that soundtrack.
Okay.
Moving on to star and co-director Alex Winter, who, of course, as we mentioned, probably most well known as Bill
take
S.
that
Preston.
Probably right out of there.
Definitely most well known as Bill S. Preston of Bill and Ted.
For good reason.
Yeah, classic movies. And as we mentioned, he is also one of the titular Lost Boys in The Lost Boys.
Yeah. Marcos.
As far as other things, he's done some voice work in the Ben 10 series and movies. He shows up here and again. He was in an episode of Bones. Not as often as you think.
Wow.
Yeah. Bill and Ted stuff. He was in a Red Hot Chili Peppers video in 1989.
He was in a Brother Kane music video.
Okay, there you go. 1993.
Deep cut, Brother Kane.
What else? Yeah, I mean, like really not much. I mean, he did an episode of The Equalizer in 1985. He's in Death Wish 3. And really not much else. As far as directing stuff, he did a Frank Zappa documentary recently.
That's actually really good.
I feel about Frank Zappa the way I feel about Doug Stanhope. Don't get it. Don't appreciate this. Yeah.
I can definitely understand why.
From what I know of the man, he seemed like kind of an asshole.
He was kind of an asshole, but he was a musician's musician.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, he was a genius.
I get that, and it's just not my tea.
He was just a fascinating weirdo.
Yeah.
Like he was friends with Hendrix.
Yeah.
And shit, like named his children Dweezil and Moon Unit.
Yeah. That was a Budweiser.
Drink it. Come on.
Oh, that's a Sierra Nevada.
I guess you're in the Heine.
Yeah. Let me get Surly Duff. Yeah, I don't know. Never clicked with me. I've tried. I've had people play me stuff.
There are albums that are much more digestible than others.
Yeah.
He's got his really far out, like crazy music, but he's got some stuff that's a little more digestible. Like it's along the lines of like pop music. Like his really old stuff was a little more pop. But can't take anything away from him. He's a fucking
let's see, what else notable has he directed? Not much. Did 2 episodes of Blue Mountain State. That was a comedy series on Spike. He's done some Ben 10 directing movies. It looks like he's done there. A couple episodes, or at least an episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live. Extreme music video, Ice Cube again. Red Hot Chili Peppers again.
The fucking 3 helmet videos?
Yeah, Helmet.
Rad.
Milk Toast. I remember that video.
Yeah.
That was on Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. I love Helmet. They're a great band.
A couple of music videos.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will move right along. Next up, Brooke Shields, who of course plays the talk show host, the interstitials. She is most notable for being Brooke Shields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't really know why until you start delving into the things that she was in.
Yeah. I mean, she's done a lot of acting roles, but I mean, she does a lot of stuff as herself.
Yeah.
She was a model when she was younger. Looking through some of her stuff here. Some of her most recent TV stuff, 911, Jane the Virgin. Looks like she was in the Murphy Brown reboot a couple of years ago. The Middle, Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day special.
I never watched that, but I did hear it was fucking rad.
Yeah. I do appreciate that he can laugh at himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
Let's see. She's in The Other Guys with Will Ferrell and fucking Marky Mark. Hannah Montana, the TV series and the movie.
Midnight Meat Train.
Oh, yeah. 2008. Law and Order.
Nip Tuck.
I forgot she was on that 70s show for a while. She was Jackie's mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. She does a lot of sitcom stuff in the 90s.
Yeah.
Just Shoot Me.
I think everybody did, though. If you had a big kind of career in the late 80s and then it just kind of petered out, you just went straight to TV.
Here's another thing I like, the fucking Jamaican eyes.
The Rastafari's. I and I. Are you guys referencing the Bad Brains? Is that what's happening right now?
She did have her own sitcom in the 90s for a while, Suddenly Susan. That was 93 episodes.
Holy shit. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was Thursday night, that NBC Thursday night must-see TV lineup.
Yeah.
Let's see. She did an episode of Friends. She was in an episode of Tales from the Crypt. I think I looked this up and did not remember it. Came the Dawn, 1993, season 5. A lecherous millionaire offers a lift to a beautiful seductress in the middle of nowhere with horrific consequences.
I'm down.
Yeah. I like horrific consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't remember that one.
Me neither. I've probably seen it because I'm pretty sure I've seen every episode.
Yeah.
But I'll be damned if I can remember all of them because there was 7 seasons? 7 seasons.
I think so. Every Friday night when that shit was on, I was glued to the TV. Let's see, we're still on Brooke Shields.
I mean, we're in the 80s now.
Yeah, Muppets
Blue
Take
Lagoon.
Manhattan. Endless Love, The Blue Lagoon. Pretty Baby.
King of the Hard G Words.
Our first appearance, 1963, in
God
something
damn.
called The Doctors.
She must have been a child.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. I think it'll say when she was born. Or not. 1965. That's 2 years before she was fucking born.
What?
How the fuck is that even possible?
What is happening right now?
Maybe the show was on in 1965. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, she
1982.
was in 82.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. That makes sense.
That's a little better, yeah.
Yeah.
She's the same age as my father.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
William Sadler, of course, was the
So
laughing
good.
man in this. Yeah.
So forgotten.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just you watch it and you're like, I know that guy and he's really good.
Yeah.
And he just kind of blends into everything.
Yeah. He's the Grim Reaper, of course, in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. He is in The Shawshank Redemption, which is just an amazing movie.
That movie is chef kiss good.
Yeah. That is fucking cinema right there.
It really is. Like, when we say something is a movie-ass movie, that's what we mean.
That's a movie-ass movie, yeah. And a Dufresne crawled through 10 miles of shit. He's in that show Hunters on Amazon Prime, which just wrapped up. It's with its second season recently.
Yeah. Shit.
That's right. He plays the president in like the MCU. He was for a while anyway.
Oh, okay.
He's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's also in Iron Man 3, I believe.
Jesse Stone. That was the fucking Tom Selleck old man porn
TV
show.
TV for your grandpa.
Yeah.
He was on From Dusk Till Dawn, the series, for 2 episodes. Frank the Bastard. He's in Machete Kills, 2013. Yeah, Iron Man 3, President Ellis. Let's see. More Jesse Stone.
Oh, that's right. Those were TV movies, not TV shows.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Right. I want to say those were a book series.
I believe so, yeah.
You know, like a fucking...
Like an airport book.
Yeah.
Yeah, like books you can only find at airports.
Yep.
He was in 2 episodes of Fringe. I've been meaning to restart watching that show. That was a really awesome show.
I loved the first season, and then when it got into like the multi-dimensional shit, that's where they lost me.
I think it started to kind of fall apart with that towards the end, but like for a while it was really good, man. I loved that show.
I loved the first season because it was Monster of the Week. Every episode was just a weird fucking thing that they would investigate.
Yeah.
And that had me hooked. And then they were like, now it's a serial story, and you're gonna have this one big fucking storyline.
And fucking John Noble was awesome too, as fucking Walter, crazy ass scientist.
Don't get me wrong, nobody was bad in it.
Yeah,
like they did the multi-dimensional thing, and Nimoy was fucking great in it.
That's right, I forgot he was in that. Yeah.
But just like it's not like it set me up to have a thing, and then they stopped delivering on the thing that I wanted.
That was a time in my life when my Friday nights consisted, Friday nights, we used to go to we used to hit happy hour, like, super hard.
Yeah.
At the Lark Tavern. I've said this, but we'd hit happy hour, like, right after work at, like, 4:30, 5 o'clock, and, like, I wouldn't get home till, like, 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And so like this is like after that,
like why am I broke? I work so much.
Yeah, like I'm trying to like tone it down to like my Friday nights were very low key. Like I would have my apartment to myself because both my roommates would like take off for the weekend.
Yeah.
So like Friday nights would be me making an awesome dinner for myself and then watching Fringe and Chuck. Like that was my Friday night every week, and it was I would drink like 2 or 3 40s in the process. Like
nice.
I was a fucking loser, but it was fun.
You seem like an old English kind of guy. You are, weren't you?
They were Labatt.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I used to live on Washington Avenue, like a couple of doors down from a little bodega.
Yep.
So just go fucking load up on like a sandwich for late at night and like a bunch of 40s. Fucking.
I used to drink a lot of Big Bear. Yeah.
Big Bear, he's iron tough.
You know why they call it Big Bear, don't you?
What?
Because you take a drink and you go.
Oh man,
that didn't stop me. Oh, more Jesse Stone.
Yeah, more Jesse Stone.
He must have been his like sidekick or something.
Because he's in a lot of these fuckers. We're still scrolling. We're only in the early 2000s.
Jesus Christ.
Williams. Oh, he's in the Green Mile too. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Good prison movie. I saw that movie on a date.
Why? You're just like thinking like maybe we'll kill the depression with some sex later.
Spoiler, we didn't.
Had a good cry in the car though. Idiot. Again, movie-ass movie.
Yeah. Let's get laid after this movie. 3 episodes of Deep Space Nine. Is his name Slogan? Yeah, it is.
Sloan.
Oh, Sloan. Slogan. He's in that movie Rocket Man with Harlan Williams.
Oh.
Yeah. That
wow.
Super crazy comedy that he did.
Yeah.
Of course, he is in Bordello of Blood.
Oh, that's right. He was the mummy. Yes, because he's
playing cards.
He's playing cards
with the Crypt Keeper. Yeah. Looks like they did a TV remake of The Omen in 1995. I think it was like on Sci-Fi, maybe. He's in Demon Knight, of course. He's in 2 episodes of Tales from the Crypt, one of them being the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, he was. Because the mummy playing cards bit was reused from the show where he was playing cards with the Grim Reaper.
Yes. Yeah. He's in the movie Trespass with Bill Paxton. Yes.
Yeah.
Not Bill Pullman. Although Bill Pullman might be in this movie too. Wait, hold on.
Well, was he?
No. Bill Paxton, William Sadler.
Paxton. I'm gonna be completely honest. It is not a joke that I get them fucked up.
Yeah, no, it's very easy to mix them up.
Like, it is
because they are in fact the same man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's the only reason Bill Paxton had to die is Bill Pullman got tired of keeping up the facade.
Keeping up with the Paxtons.
Yeah. He's the bad guy in Die Hard 2. He is also in the Steven Seagal classic Hard to Kill.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, like, Die Hard 2, good movie. I cannot take it seriously because of the fucking title.
Die Harder.
Yeah. Like, fuck you.
That was probably my least favorite Die Hard movie until the last one.
I haven't seen
the last 2 are pretty shitty.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but it was always like 1 and 3 were like neck and neck.
Yeah.
2 was below that, and then like everything that came out after with a vengeance.
Yeah. That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
1 and 3 are top tier.
They're god tier.
Yeah. 2,
it's just kind of generic.
And then the rest,
no.
The rest.
Womp, womp, womp.
God, I love this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, original flavor Murphy Brown. He was also in K-9 with fucking Jim Belushi and a dog.
Yep.
That was when like we were getting like dog cop movies in the late 80s. You had Turner and Hooch. There was also a couple of knockoffs too that I'm sure I can't remember.
There was Turner and Hooch, K-9, what the fuck, that show that we've talked about a couple of times.
Oh, yeah. There was also a Turner and Hooch show.
There was, and it was bad.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to say they redid something with Turner and Hooch, or they're making a new
Yeah,
one.
it was like Disney Plus maybe or something like that did it recently.
I don't need that shit. Oh, by the way, my other novelty freak here is Frogman.
He's the French guy in a scuba suit.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
It just that reeks of Johnny Quest is what that does. Oh shit!
Ooh,
in the heat of the night,
Heineken, the TV series.
Yeah. Do you know how many people think that Heineken is German beer?
It's Dutch, isn't it?
Absolutely Dutch. It says product of Holland or made in Holland, like huge letters right on the front.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but your average person's a fucking moron.
You know, I did discover that.
Yeah. They just hear Heineken and just it's German.
It sounds Germanish.
European, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. He was on Newhart, 1983. After MASH, 1983. That's really it for the notable stuff. We still have a shitload of people to get through. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's how stacked the fucking cast was.
No joke. And like I said, they're like fucking by Bobcat Goldthwait isn't even on. Bobcat Goldthwait, misplaced that H.
Yeah.
Isn't even on here. This is Eduardo Ricard. I think he's one of the guy who like keeps getting smaller. George Ramirez.
Oh yeah.
He's the first George Ramirez.
You mean Juan Valdez?
Right. Juan.
That's the coffee guy.
Yeah. He's in Casa de Mi Padre. That was the Will Ferrell Spanish movie from 2012.
I stayed far away from that.
It was okay. I mean, like, it was one of those things where like the gimmick runs out like after about 10 minutes. Like,
I'm in rare circumstances, I am a Will Ferrell guy.
Yeah.
In general, I'm not.
It's something that would have made like a killer Saturday Night Live sketch that they would have beat to death over time. This way they just beat it to death in a 2 hour or like an hour and a half movie.
Yeah.
It's just,
No thanks.
Yeah. He was in Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag, 1997. He is in the Jean-Claude Van Damme fucking
I love that
classic
one. I love that one.
Lionheart.
It's Street Fighter before it was Street Fighter.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is, too.
I guess it was more Pit Fighter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a tournament fighter movie.
Gloriously stupid.
It's so bad. Fights that one guy in the dry swimming pool.
Yeah. There's like a foot of water in it. Like, yeah. God, awesome.
Yep.
He's
Take me back.
That show Moonlighting in 1986.
I need to ask you a question. What's Jean-Claude Van Damme wearing in that cover?
A wife beater?
That's a black tank top, my friend.
Oh, man.
Black tank top action movies.
Yeah, that's it. That's doesn't get any more stereotypical than that.
Yeah.
A lot of big shows in the 80s, like I said, Moonlighting, Dynasty, Three's a Crowd, The Fall Guy, Fantasy Island, Webster, Simon and Simon, Heart to Heart, The Fuck Boat, 1902. This man took 2 voyages on the Fuck Boat.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd get back on that fuck boat.
Yeah.
Get on once, you got to get back on again.
Get a couple of penicillin shots.
You know who goes on the fuck boat once? Fucking chumps. That's it.
The chump boat.
No, you got on once, man. We don't need you back again.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
His first role, Sanford and Son, 1974.
God damn. It's a great show.
Yeah. Deep Roy shows up like for a second. He's also one of the George Ramirez's. He is probably most well known as all of the Oompa Loompas in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Johnny Depp version.
I want to say he was also the stunt double for Stewie going through the glass.
Probably. That makes sense. That would make sense. He's in the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies. I think he's in all 3 of them.
Yes.
He shows up here and there in a lot of stuff. He was in an episode, 3 episodes, of Eastbound and Down. He's in one of the Transformers movies. He's in Tim Burton's Big Fish. He's in the Haunted Mansion movie. The god-awful Planet of the Apes movie.
Wow.
He's in an episode of The X-Files. He's in the Jim Carrey How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I can't believe that movie's 23 years old.
Mafia.
Yeah, he's in Mafia.
I know exactly what fucking scene he was in too.
Ugh.
When the priest goes, "Say hello to my little friend," and he opens up the trench coat.
Oh yeah, the guy
and he's
comes
there
out
with the machine gun.
I always thought that was an underrated comedy.
Oh yeah,
we were getting like kind of bombarded with comedies at that time, and like the scene like after Jay Moore gets blown up, and he's like, I think he's at the funeral, and like he's eating fucking like oranges.
Peaches.
Yeah, peaches. Yeah.
That was absurdist comedy, and that fucking worked really well.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that movie bombed or not, but I imagine
pretty sure it did. Yeah. This is why we can't have nice things. She throws the dog at him and like it shatters.
Brother's naked. He's like knocking shit over with his heart on.
Oh man. He's in a movie called Dickwad in 1994.
Gross.
He's in The Howling 6.
Gross.
Yeah.
I do not like The Howling. Like,
Yeah.
none of them.
Yeah, don't get it. He was in 7 episodes of Doctor Who in the 70s and 80s.
I do not like Doctor Who.
I like post-revival Doctor Who. I never could get into the older ones.
None of it.
He
I don't want any of
was
it.
the Tin Man in Return to Oz.
That's a fucked up movie.
Yeah, crazy fucked up movie. It was the 80s and like I think it was like mandatory. Like 50% of kids' movies had to be traumatic for children.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Fucking horrifying.
He is in The Neverending Story. I'm pretty sure he's the guy who rides the snail.
Teeny weeny.
Yeah. He's in Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, 1984 also. I think he's like, probably some of the monkey suits.
Yeah.
He is in Return of the Jedi.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and
He was
Empire
Droopy
Strikes
McCool.
Back. Yeah? Oh, shit, I almost tipped that a little bit too far.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Stop spilling beer on the table.
He was in The Dark Crystal, again, as a suit performer.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the Flash Gordon movie in 1980.
Did you know that there is a X-rated parody of that? And it's called Flesh Gordon?
Oh, yeah. Everybody knew that.
Some people don't. I don't know. I assumed you did, but it's topical.
The Pink Panther strikes again in 1976. His first role in 1976, again, The New Avengers. Moving on, Michael Stoyanov.
Yes.
Ooh, sorry, folks. It's getting to be a belchy episode. We better even that out. Stop spilling beer.
It's empty. I knock over the empty ones. I'm doing it.
Oh, you're going for the Budweiser?
But heavy.
Go for it. Michael Stoyanov, probably most well known, I'm going to say, as like the brother on Blossom. He was what's her name's brother?
6?
No, Blossom's brother. What's her name?
Blossom's brother?
The girl who plays Blossom. She hosts Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Mayim Bialik. He was her brother on that show. He was just recently on The Rookie. He was on Mayim Bialik's current sitcom, Call Me Kat. He shows up like here and there in a lot of stuff. The Blacklist, Billions. Did a voice in Red Dead Redemption 2.
That game's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, that really was a great game. Gotham, he showed up in an episode of... shows up in 2 episodes of Justified. Original flavor CSI. He is in The Dark Knight in 2008. Dopey.
I don't remember him in that.
I think he is one of the guys in the beginning. One of the bank robbers in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great opening scene in that movie.
Yeah.
It starts, it's just like... Bang.
Yeah. Just, it's so intense and like, yeah. That movie is a masterpiece.
It's just paced so well.
Yeah. That like it transcends comic book movie. Like it is a fucking movie-ass movie. It is a masterpiece.
Yep.
Sorry, my arm is falling asleep. Try to prevent that. He was in an episode of Karen Cisco, which I will always point out because fuck, I love Elmore Leonard. 3 episodes of Beverly Hills 90210, 107 episodes of Blossom. Mom and Dad Save the World, 1992. The one with John Lovitz and like Jeffrey Jones.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, when Jeffrey Jones was still a respectable person as far as everybody knew.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that Beetlejuice was great, huh?
Yeah. How about that Ferris Bueller? Yeah. He was in an episode of Married with Children in 1990. 2 episodes of Quantum Leap. An episode of Just the 10 of Us. Crime Story 1986. His first role was in T.J. Hooker in 1985.
Hell yeah.
Moving on. Morgan Fairchild, who shows up in this movie very briefly. She's another like big 80s star who was known for being Morgan Fairchild, basically.
Yeah.
I want to say a good like 40% of her credits are just as Morgan Fairchild.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Of course, now that I pointed it out, I'm not seeing any on there, but you get the gist.
Probably when she was like in her prime.
Yeah, Morgan Fairchild.
Sounds like a really bad way to word that, but
I believe Don Lemon just got in trouble on CNN for that specific language.
Really?
Yeah.
In regards to who?
Nikki Haley.
Who?
She is running for the Republican Republican president nomination. And he said she was past her prime. And he had to go to sensitivity training for a few days for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that was forced on him by who?
By the powers that be at CNN. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Anyway, Morgan Fairchild's in 3 episodes of Chuck. She's in an episode of My Name is Earl. She's in the Slammin' Salmon as Morgan Fairchild.
Yeah.
Slammin' Salmon is a Broken Lizard movie. That's the guys who do Super Troopers.
Yep.
Morgan Fairchild as herself, in Walk Hard.
Walk Hard was fucking awesome.
Is that the last like really good, super absurd comedy that we got?
It might be.
I mean, like Anchorman was around that time.
Anchorman was earlier than that.
You're probably right. Oof. Fuck.
No, it definitely was. Anchorman was like 2004,
4 or 5,
2005.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dewey Cox was 2007.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Shows up on that 70s show. And that 80s show.
I
Different
liked
characters.
that 80s show.
I watched it, yeah.
And that 90s show, not that bad.
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Fucking Kurtwood Smith fucking makes it, man. Him and Deborah Jo Rupp.
Yep. Yeah, they didn't need to bring in like the cast of that 70s show.
Yeah.
That felt a little shoehorned in.
Yeah, have like one of them show up every now and again. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. We burned through it pretty quick.
Yeah, I think I watched it in a weekend.
Yeah. She's in an episode of VIP as Morgan Fairchild as herself. She's in an episode of Home Improvement as Morgan Fairchild. She was the new Addams Family in the 90s.
Oh no. The only Addams Family I watched in the 90s was the movies and the cartoon.
Yes.
That cartoon was clutch.
Yeah. Diagnosis Murder. She's helping old people solve murders.
Machismo.
Easy. Oh, I didn't even notice this when I went through.
No shit.
In 1993, she was in Murder, She Wrote. One episode, Iris Navarro. Because, of course, when you look at Morgan Fairchild, you think Latina.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I do.
Yeah, Perry Mason. So she's helping old people solve all kinds of murders.
Yeah, Roseanne.
Although I will say the new Perry Mason on HBO just came back. I really enjoyed the first season.
Yeah.
You hear Perry Mason, you think like old show your grandma watched.
Yeah.
They made it like a detective noir like type of show, like in the 1930s, like San Francisco.
Yeah.
So it's really fucking good.
Well, the original Perry Mason was like from the late 50s, wasn't it?
Maybe even earlier than that. It might have been like one of those things that was like a radio drama or something.
Oh, maybe.
Because like it's set during the Depression. I think he's like a World War I vet even or something like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Could be. The hell? I saw something a little earlier than that, but I don't want to draw attention to it.
Uh-oh.
Fucking Murphy Brown.
Murphy Brown shows up a lot.
Murphy Brown was on a lot.
Yeah, that was like a 90s like TV staple. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, she was as Morgan Fairchild, of course. 1985.
No, she was Dottie.
She was playing Dottie, but it was Morgan Fairchild playing Dottie.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right, because there was like the movie version at the end.
One of the George Ramirez's in this, one of the smallest one, is Andy in Big Top Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, all over 80s TV, Simon and Simon, Magnum PI, The Love Boat.
Yeah,
Mork and Mindy.
Hey, that was a good show.
Dallas.
I did watch Mork and Mindy quite a bit.
Yeah, I remember watching that when I was a kid, like towards the end of its run.
Was that the live action Spider-Man that she was in?
That is about that time.
I think it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yep. Nicholas Hammond is Spider-Man.
Those
That
shows
was-
were awesome because they would cross over other heroes.
Badly.
Yeah, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, like there was a couple episodes with Daredevil, like fucking the Hulk would be on it. Jesus Christ, I think they did. They might have done Shang-Chi.
That sounds about, especially in the 70s. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in an episode of Happy Days. First role, 1970, A Bullet for Pretty Boy.
Oh wow, poor pretty boy.
Oh, again, sorry, folks. Getting burpy. Megan Ward. I don't even remember her character's name, just like feminist caricature. She has been on quite a few things as well. 366 episodes of General Hospital.
That's so much.
It's like a year's worth of shows.
That's a year and a day, brother.
Yeah. She was on CSI New York and Original Flavor CSI. Different characters, all 3 times. So getting mileage out of that being a generic blonde white girl.
Yep.
She was in an episode of ER, CSI Miami, NCIS.
Christ.
All different characters, all same girl.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't give a fuck about 95% of the things that she's been in.
Yeah. She was in the 90s Fantasy Island reboot.
Oh, Joe's Apartment.
Yeah, she's in Joe's Apartment, the Singing Roach movie.
That was a show before it was a movie?
They were like interstitials on MTV.
Yeah.
I think it was part of Liquid Television, actually.
Was it?
That's where it started, and then they were like interstitials on MTV.
Okay.
Yeah. She's in the Brady Bunch movie in the 90s. I did not even realize until I was doing this. She's the girl, like the love interest girl in PCU.
I love that movie.
That is a great
So
movie.
much.
Gutter is a tool. Gutter is a tool.
Blow me where the Pampers is.
You're a music major, and you don't know who George Clinton is? She is in Encino Man. Amityville 1992.
Nope.
First role 1990, Crash and Burn. Moving on. Randy Quaid. Yeah, the dude, what like we said, had a golden era where he is in just like so many good movies.
Yeah.
And then just went off the fucking deep end. Batshit crazy.
It was kind of fun to watch, not gonna lie.
Yeah. The last like notable thing that pops up in his IMDb
Oh no.
is Blade, the series, which was a show on Spike.
It was not good.
It was not good. I watched
not
it though.
good.
Yeah,
I think I watched like 2 episodes.
with fucking Sticky Fingers from Onyx playing Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Do
a
love-
Brokeback Mountain.
Do love Sticky though. No,
Yeah.
so much of this is bad.
Oof. He was in Christmas Vacation 2, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure, which nobody should view ever.
No, Grind was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
If you like, like extreme sports kind of stuff.
He's in The Adventures of Pluto Nash, 2002.
That was bad.
Teen Movie, 2001.
That was bad.
Yeah. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. That was fucking
really fucking
supremely
abysmal.
bad. Yeah.
Like that was a low point for De Niro.
Still haven't hit that golden age yet. Hard Rain, that was pretty bad, 1998.
Well, yeah, because you're still in like the 90s.
Vegas Vacation.
That's the end of it right there.
Yeah. That's Vegas Vacation was like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because before that, Kingpin,
Yeah.
which is a fucking classic comedy.
Mega hit.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, that's where it started going bad right there.
Siege at Ruby Ridge.
Yeah.
He might have gotten into some weird, kooky ideas while filming that, which, colored some decisions later in his life.
Yep.
Major League 2 is nowhere near as good as the first Major League.
It's not atrocious,
but the first Major League might be the
so
best
good.
sports movie like ever.
No.
It's in the conversation.
It's definitely in the conversation.
Yeah.
Miracle is the best.
All right. I mean, like, as far as inspirational sports movies, okay, I'll give you Miracle on that one. Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
comedy,
Major League
and Slap Shots are like neck and neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then The Replacements is like right there. Right there.
That is a good one, too.
Oh, and the original Longest Yard.
Longest Yard.
Although the Adam Sandler Longest Yard,
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not the original, but it's not bad. We've talked about this movie before, Quick Change, 1990, with him, Bill Murray, and Gina Davis, where they play bank robbers. That's a fucking really good movie. Very underrated. He's in Days of Thunder in 1990.
I love that movie.
Of course, Cousin Eddie in Christmas Vacation.
Yep.
Caddyshack 2.
Talk about underwhelming sequels.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I don't love the original Caddyshack.
Not my. I think it gets more kind of like reverence and respect than I think it deserves. It's kind of a hot statement right there. Hot take.
Yeah, hot take. It gets a lot of love for the people that are in it, not because of the movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's that funny of a movie.
No.
Yeah. He's in The Wraith in 1986. That's a movie. I am sorry,
What
folks.
are you doing?
Yeah. Charlie Sheen plays. Oh, that might be a spoiler. Whatever. It's about this dude who dies in like a drag race and comes back as like a fucking ghost car that like races the people and like he kills them in the race. Like,
yeah. He's the vengeful spirit thing.
Yeah. He of course originated Cousin Eddie in the first National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah. Also, hot take. I don't love those movies either. I accept them for what they are.
I think Christmas Vacation is a fucking classic.
I just don't give a fuck.
Oh, dude, that's like the one movie I have to watch at Christmas every year. Like,
Yeah?
Christmas Vacation.
Don't get me wrong. They're not bad. I just don't I just don't love them
European
the way
Vacation
everybody
is
else
garbage.
loves them.
The first one is good.
Asterisk.
Yeah, I don't think it's as great. I don't love it as much as everybody else does.
Yeah.
But I think Christmas Vacation is fucking awesome. That might be it as far as the notable
Yeah,
stuff.
we're going into the 70s. I don't
He was in
recall
Paper
ever
Moon
seeing
in
him
1973.
in the 70s.
What's Up, Doc, 1972. His second role is in Night Gallery in 1972. His first role is in The Last Picture Show, 1971. All right, moving on. We have Derek McGrath. He played the worm guy in this. The only reason I saved him, we started something new.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't even know.
I just don't want it to start with sound.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Good catch. What's his name? Derek McGrath. He is in a show I have mentioned, multiple times on this. My Secret Identity. He is like the scientist who like gives Jerry O'Connell like superpowers. Fucking
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only reason. He's also in Police Academy 4.
Blech.
Citizens on Patrol.
Speaking of Bobcat Goldthwait,
Yeah. I don't think he's in. Maybe he's in 4. I don't know.
he was in like
I think he's in like 2, 3, and 4. Maybe that's about it.
Yeah, I knew he was in a few of them.
Yeah. Is there anything else notable? I don't think so. Even My Secret Identity is not that notable.
It's really not.
We're gonna move. Oh, he's in Walker, Texas
Voyager.
Ranger. Yeah, and Star Trek Voyager. He's in one of the sequels to Bloodsport.
Ugh.
Family Matters 2 episode. Now, God damn it, we're into this dude's fucking
The Dark Kumite. Fist of Legend. I think I've heard of that.
4 episodes of Cheers. Legend of Fong Sai Yuk 2.
Excuse me?
Who's the Boss? Dallas. 1 episode of The Real Ghostbusters. 1 episode of he plays Buck in the one dream sequence where it's like a human, like Al imagines Buck as a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who plays Buck in that.
Who did the voice of him? Was it Clooney?
Cheech Marin did it for a while, I think.
Yeah, somebody else took over, didn't they?
Maybe. Clooney was the voice of the dog on South Park.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's why I got my wires crossed.
Yeah. You know what? We're moving on. Aftermath shows up again. There you go. We're moving on.
Yes. Moving right along.
Jeff Kahn. He is not even listed in the notable roles on this. I think the biggest reason I saved him, he was a writer and co-creator of the Ben Stiller Show.
Oh, wow.
13 episodes.
You're not going to bring up that he was...
No.
On the
Dilbert.
Dilbert?
You wrote an episode of Dilbert?
Wrote an episode of Dilbert? Maybe it was the non-racist one.
Yeah. He is in Tropic Thunder. He's the waiter in the Fatties trailer. It's the Jack Black movie.
Yeah.
He is in the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Shows up in an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. The Cable Guy. So he's in a lot of Ben Stiller stuff.
He was nosy and freaked.
Yeah, that's right. He was the big nose. He's in Reality Bites, another Ben Stiller movie. He's in Blossom also, another...
he must know Ben Stiller.
Michael Stoyanov, whatever his name is there.
Yeah.
Moving on. John Hawkes, who played
That's
Cowboy.
not Sean Penn.
He is like the Great Value Sean Penn.
Holy shit.
He is probably most well known, of course, as Saul Starr in Deadwood.
Yes.
He shows up in a lot of things.
No, he's been in other good shit too.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see, I'm looking. He was the voice of Ulysses Claw in one of the Marvel podcasts.
Yeah. He was in Bone Tomahawk.
Bone Tomahawk, True Detective. He shows up in an episode of. He plays Danny McBride's brother in Eastbound and Down. I know what he shows up in. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Because we have talked about him previously.
We have.
He was in 4 episodes of Lost. He's in S. Darko, 2009. Original flavor CSI. He's in the Miami Vice movie in 2006.
Didn't need that.
He was in 2 episodes of 24. Hardball, 2001. It's the Keanu Reeves baseball movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Perfect Storm, 2000. George Clooney movie about the weather. He's in an episode of the
It's great.
X-Files.
Super into movies about the weather. Looking at you, Twister. I don't give a fuck.
He was in the Crow TV series for an episode.
I wanted that to be so good, and
it wasn't.
wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. He was in I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. He's in the original Rush Hour, 1998. 1 episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, also 98.
Mm-hmm.
ER, 97. He is in the movie Steel with Shaquille O'Neal in 1997.
That sucked.
Yeah.
It sucked real bad.
I read the shit out of that comic, too.
Well, Steel's a great character.
Yeah.
Just not a good movie.
Yeah. The reason we talked about him before, in 1996, he was in From Dusk Till Dawn. He plays Pete Bottoms, the clerk at the beginning of the store. I didn't say shit. He's also in Congo in 1995.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it the other day. It was on TV.
Are we really going to go through Mr. T's fucking IMDb?
He's best known for being Mr. T.
He's fucking Mr. T.
Yeah.
He's Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang and B.A. Baracus.
All you need.
Other than that, anything you've seen him in, he's Mr. T in. That's really about it. That's all we really need to know about him. And that'll do it for the Better Known Ass segment.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's so much. That was so much for this movie.
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of people in this movie.
Yeah. Notable people.
Oh, man.
And I don't understand it. But anyway.
We'll move on to the segment of the show.
Yeah.
I've been to the movies this week a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah, you said you went and saw...
I saw Scream yesterday morning.
Yep.
Thursday night, I went and saw 65. That was pretty good. It starts off like Adam Driver is this dude who's hired to fly this ship of people in cryospace, in cryosleep, to their destination or whatever.
Yeah.
and like halfway through, like the ship like hits some fucking asteroids and like crash lands, and like everybody dies, and he's the only like survivor. And like you come to find out, like he crash lands on Earth fucking 65 million years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like dinosaurs and shit, and like there's like a kid who survives, so he has to like, you know, escort the kid to like the because like he was pretty much just like, you know, sends the distress call, like don't bother to send help. Yeah. Like, you know, he was just gonna die there. And then he finds the kid, so like now he's got to get the kid to like the escape pod so he can fucking get her back. Okay. It was, you know, like not the greatest movie I've ever seen, but like it was a movie I think I'm hoping we're going to see like more of, and that's the mid-budget fucking like sci-fi movie, like, or action movie where it's like not a big, huge fucking, you know.
It's like what we discussed in Pitch Black.
Yeah, like that type of movie. And like I scratched an itch, and like perfect. Yeah. This is what I want. I love it.
I'm so weird about Adam Driver because like sometimes I like what he's doing, and other times he's just like wallpaper.
yeah, I can see that.
And he's
an odd looking dude.
He is. Yeah. And a lot of people make a huge deal about the fact that he was in the Marines. But I want to say he didn't even make it through boot camp before he hurt his back or something.
No, I think he was like a Marine-ass Marine.
Are you sure?
He was on Howard Stern talking about it. I remember. I don't remember specifics, but like it wasn't like he just like, you know, was like there for a little while. Like,
yeah.
No, he was in the service for like several years. Like,
okay, I could have swore I heard that like he didn't even make it out of boot camp before he like hurt himself and couldn't be in the Marines anymore.
Yeah, I don't
Either way, hey, thanks.
yeah.
But, like, yeah. But anyway, I've been watching a lot of TV lately.
Yeah.
Like this week I watched just shitloads of Yellowstone. I'm in like season 4 now.
Yeah.
It just draws me right in. Like I don't know
what
it
like
is
the same type of thing as like Tulsa King, where like I know
no,
it's actually good.
It's fucking good.
Okay.
It's equal parts like political drama and Wild West cowboy shit.
Right.
And it's just like it shouldn't, but here it is. The political stuff keeps the plot going, and the cowboy stuff keeps me there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I've been watching oodles of that. I did watch a few episodes of the reboot of Night Court.
Oh, yeah, I think you mentioned that like last week.
Yeah, it's fucking not bad, man.
I'll check it out.
It's not bad.
I'll check it out.
And I gave History of the World Part 2 2 episodes.
Really?
2 full episodes. Not a single laugh.
There was a couple things that had me laughing.
Did nothing. It felt like bad SNL skits.
It felt to me like drunk history without the drunk person part.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
which is basically bad SNL skits.
Yeah, I will say I didn't hate it, but I will also say I have not finished it.
I watched 2 episodes. I'm never going to go back.
There was some funny stuff.
I did like that they delivered on Hitler on Ice, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like they promised it in History of the World Part 1. They delivered in 2.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I don't know. I don't know if it's just like the people that were making it or what, but it was not.
I've never like encountered this before, and I've heard people say it, and I've never encountered it before until now. I don't think Nick Kroll is that funny. Like he was great in The League, and like I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Like
Kroll's show was stupid.
Yeah, like one of the segments in History of the World is on the Russian Revolution. I think it's all pretty good, except him.
It doesn't deliver.
His part of it. Well, it keeps going on. It's like there's more segments.
Keep going. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, because like Johnny Knoxville as Rasputin was kind of funny, and then they did the Jackass thing, and I didn't need that.
See, I thought that was fucking funny. Like,
yeah, I thought them transitioning to Jackass was funny, but then it was just a Jackass skit.
Yeah.
So it's like you had me, and you could have ended at him going, "I'm Rasputin, welcome to Jackass."
Yeah.
And it could have ended.
Yeah. The Nick Kroll part. Like he was just like doing this like shticky, like stereotypical, like Jewish character.
Yeah.
And like, okay, like I get it. Like that's, I get you're hitting that character note and like, that's fine, but like do something with it.
Yeah.
Just don't keep hitting that note and like, don't develop the character anymore. Don't develop the joke anymore past that. Like,
yeah.
Put a little something extra into it. And it was just like, he was the worst part of it. Like everybody else I thought was really funny in it. The one part that I thought was like really had me laughing. I don't know why. It was like the Anastasia part where she's like an influencer, like making videos. Like, hashtag the last Romanov. Like.
Yeah. It's so dumb. And I get what their intent was, because like they were trying to grasp that Mel Brooks thing and apply it to modern day.
Yeah.
But they just like they weren't there.
Yeah.
And I'll give them credit for trying, because it's not atrocious.
It's like the Ulysses S. Grant one too, with like Baron.
Oh, he was a fucking drunk.
Yeah. They go to fucking like West Virginia to get booze.
Yeah.
Why are you owing the money? That could be anybody's face.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a couple of moments where it was good, but I made not a peep watching the fucking thing.
Yeah, I can understand that. It was very mediocre, very middle of the road.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go back.
I'll finish it, but like it's not high on my list to watch. I finished up Poker Face. That was a really good show.
I do hear that. It's really good.
I highly recommend it.
It's in the watch.
It's very like it feels like a 70s show almost. Like
yeah.
She just kind of goes from place to place every week and like solves a fucking mystery. Like
yeah.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that show. What the hell else? I know I've watched something else. Oh, I started watching Daisy Jones and the Six on Amazon. That's pretty good. I'm enjoying that so far.
Yeah, I've seen it come up, and I've seen like the little trailer things pop up, but like I haven't really watched it.
It's about like a Fleetwood Mac-y type of band, like from the 70s. Like
I'm sure it was a book first.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's like about like them. Like I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes in, so like it's kind of like their like come up so far, and like they end up breaking. You see them breaking up in the first episode, basically. Like
okay.
Yeah. What else? I don't know.
Nothing.
Yeah, I finished up Discovery, so like I've been like on a Star Trek pause. Like Picard's right there, and like I'll fucking watch it. Like you need to win me back after that last season.
Apparently, season 3 is good.
Yeah, I fucking hope so.
Yeah, I guess it's more of a next gen reunion than anything.
Yeah. Like I without Discovery, I have nothing to scratch that like Star Trek itch for a while now. So like,
oh, that's right, because
I don't think Strange New Worlds comes back for a little while yet.
Yeah, I guess there's always Lower Decks, but who gives a fuck?
And I don't think Discovery comes back until like next year.
I mean, you could always watch Deep Space Nine.
I could.
What do you mean,
It's not gonna like. I like the newer stuff because like it's not like the things I don't like about Star Trek aren't like
what
present in the new
okay,
shows.
so what don't you like about Star Trek?
How do I describe it?
I don't know.
It always just seemed like cheesy to me. It always seemed like not as cool as Star Wars.
Okay.
Up until like recently, I will say, like
Okay, so you like the kind of glitzy, high production value kind of thing that it's got going on now.
Yeah, that definitely helps. Like,
so like that's the kind of stuff that they took from the movies, like the JJ movies.
Yeah.
Like they took the high production values of that and applied it story wise to classic Trek.
Yeah.
So if you like the stories but don't really care about the glamour shots, so to say, I would say Deep Space Nine is going to be your jam. Have you watched Deep Space Nine?
No.
Dude, it's a dark show. Like it's goth Trek.
All right.
Like,
all right.
Like there's politics involved, but it's like the overall story is pretty grim.
Okay.
And a lot of like man's search for self in nothingness kind of stuff. It's really good. Just really fucking good. Plus there's shitloads of Cole Meany, and you'll love him.
All right.
Yeah.
Fucking Last of Us wraps up tonight. I'm definitely watching that when we're done.
All right, so I'll start that because I've been waiting for it to finish because like I've said before, like I don't want to have to wait with something like that.
Yeah,
like
you want your emotional gut punch delivered all at once.
Yeah, it's just fuck me now.
Yeah.
Don't make me wait a week for it. Which I guess is like a symptom of the fucking problem of streaming. Like, because nobody has the patience to wait for anything anymore.
Yeah, it feels like nobody I feel like people aren't good at figuring out what type of show it is. Because like there are some shows that it's probably good to wait a week to watch. Whereas like there are some shows where like, no, give me it all at once so I can watch it in like big chunks or even just the whole thing all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like too many times like for shows that should be all out at once, like they're doing it week by week.
Yeah.
And then like for shows that should be out week by week, they're doing it all. Like again,
theoretically, like thinking about the show, it probably would be great to watch it week to week, but I've grown so accustomed to being able to just like plow through something that I don't want to wait a week.
You know what show I wish they would have like bulk dropped on us?
Tulsa King?
Yeah. Because I would have watched it in like a day. I would have watched it in an afternoon. Like just so I could have rewatched it again that night.
I'd fucking take a day off from work.
Yeah. Sorry, Tulsa King's coming out. I need time. I need time to process this.
I need this.
Yeah.
Fucking Tulsa King.
Fuck that stupid show. I love it so much. Yeah.
I don't get it. Like I don't get why it's so awesome.
This should not work. None of this should fucking work. But god damn it, you have my attention.
Yep. Harder, Daddy. I don't know. Let all the viewers know that I watched one of the greatest cinema classic
movies ever fucking made. Yeah.
Cobra.
Oh, it does not get better than Cobra, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
I mean, it does, but it doesn't.
Yeah. If you have listened to us ramble on and on endlessly about Tulsa King and been like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Then go watch fucking Cobra if you haven't watched it yet. Because
God.
My friend, you are in for a treat.
Yeah, it's the best. It's so good. Fucking that was Sylvester Stallone's real car. That 1950 Merc.
Of course it was.
Oh, that car is so fucking dynamite.
Did you know that movie and Beverly Hills Cop are the same script?
No.
Yeah, same script. Just they went two different fucking ways with it.
How is that fucking possible?
Fucking, Beverly Hills Cop was I think Stallone was originally supposed to star in that.
Yeah.
And I think like,
sorry, I'm having a stroke or a seizure.
I don't remember the details exactly, but I think like he didn't want it to be like a comedy. He wanted it to be more like fucking Cobra. Yeah. So like it ended up going that way where they had like, well, we've got this script, like let's fucking make Beverly Hills Cop. Fucking yeah, I don't know how, but yeah, that's how we get those two movies. Like Stallone was supposed to be in Beverly Hills Cop.
One of these days, I'm gonna watch them back to back.
Yeah,
and I'll compare.
That's gonna be our second double feature.
That's it.
Yeah, the Madison.
That's
not
it.
a monster movie. Who cares though?
Yeah.
It's our fucking movie night. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, fuck them.
Cobra and fucking Beverly Hills Cop. That's
fucking dumb.
Cinema. That is cinema.
Oh, god damn it. I hate us. I hate us so much.
I hate us as much as I love Tulsa King. And yeah.
That's so much.
I need a third beer.
Yeah, it's a
Sierra Nevada. Oh, God.
Yeah, well, you touched it, so.
My story about Sierra Nevada was at Bonnaroo.
Of course you are.
Yeah. This was 2000. I was there by myself. So I think it was 2009. It was the time I went like completely alone. And it was like, I forget who I was even watching on stage. But I ended up talking to these two people. They're like from San Francisco. They own like a club or something. And we're just talking. Like the guy bought me a fucking Sierra Nevada. Like I never had one at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And like I drank it.
Oh, thanks, glug.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, it just boomeranged instantly on me. I was like, oh, cool. This tastes like flowers. I guess I shouldn't have drank this after not drinking water all day. Like,
who put all these grass clippings in my fucking beer?
Yeah.
They're drinkable, just, with consequence.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. They're the Frank Zappa of beers. IPAs are the Frank Zappa of fucking beers.
There's a crossover there. I could see it.
For the fuckers who love them, they love them, man. But
yeah,
it's a steep buy-in.
Yeah. I know people that love IPAs.
Yeah, they're called hipsters.
Yeah. You might as well be licking the inside of a fucking hippie's Birkenstock.
For real. Oh.
This is like, why does this taste like hacky sack?
Oh, because any untalented asshole can make an IPA, and they're accepting that challenge.
You know what it is? It's like, because you put so much fucking hops in it that's all it tastes like, and you can't tell that the beer is actually shit.
Yeah. Whoa.
Assholes. Meanwhile, I'm over here drinking a fucking Budweiser.
That fine cultured American beer like Budweiser.
Goddamn American. Next to my Labatt Blue, my Dos Equis. I'm multicultural, all right?
Ooh. We are truly drinking around the world this evening.
Nationwide, baby.
Yeah. I don't think we have... Oh, no. Sierra Nevada and Bud are both American.
Yeah.
That's it, though.
That's American. That's Canadian.
Two Mexicans. And a Dutch.
And a Dutchman. Walk into a bar. What you gonna do? I think that's it.
Yeah, we're running out of fuel here.
I mean, yeah. By fuel, we mean beers. That's it. It's time for socials.
Before we do that, we'll promote... we have Saratoga Comic-Con coming up in like a month and a half.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more than that, but like 6 weeks.
May 5th and 6th? May 6th and 7th.
May 6th and 7th. Yeah.
I knew it was the 6th.
There's definitely a 6 in there. It is the 6th and the 7th. We will be there. I am hosting it used to be the Fright Night panel. Now it's the general horror panel.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, why do I hear rustling? Nope, that's just Nick burping.
Yeah. Trying to be subtle. Yeah, it was Fright Night, and then William Forsythe
is
added to it, and it's gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah, I am super psyched. I cannot wait to talk to everybody at that. Gonna be an awesome show. Come out.
It's always an awesome show.
Yeah, come out to the show, check out the show, stop by, talk to us.
Yeah, we'll
have a few convention sodas with us.
We'll be right outside the panel room, so you can't miss us.
Yeah. And that's it as far as shit we got coming up.
Okay.
We have that other thing that keeps getting
that'll happen eventually.
Shoveled around like a hockey puck. Yeah.
But anyway, our website www.bigdumbmonsterspodcast.com or www.bigdumbmonsters.com. Different URL, same website, takes you to the same damn place. If you have suggestions for the show, suggestions for beer we should drink, movies we should watch, criticisms about the show, even, you want to email us anything, that's bigdumbmonsters@gmail.com. We are on Facebook, Big Dumb Monsters Pod. We are on Slasher, Big Dumb Monsters Podcast. We are on Steam. If you guys want to hit us up on there, maybe play some games at some point. Big Dumb Monsters Podcast. Big Dumb Monsters. Just Big Dumb Monsters.
Yeah.
Someday I'll remember that.
Yeah.
And
we have to make a new sign with all the socials on it and find a spot to hang it because space is becoming a premium.
Yes, it is. I think we've mostly got it figured out and we can remember it. But anyway, that's it for me.
We are also on Instagram at big_dumb_monsters. You can check out our YouTube channel at Big Dumb Monsters on YouTube. If you're listening to us and not watching the Twitch stream, we are also on Twitch.
Yeah.
We're at Big Dumb Monsters on Twitch. Check out our merch store at TeePublic. Come buy a t-shirt, a coffee mug, a magnet, what have you, phone case.
Banner.
Beautiful banners.
Yeah. I bought our own merch.
Yeah. I keep meaning to buy the other one too with the TV set and the little monster in it. And
oh, yeah.
I'll get around to it. It's fine.
It's fine.
Is that it? I think that's it.
Yeah, that is it. But anywhere you can, rate, review, do all those things. Really helpful. So we're gonna get out of here. So as usual, don't let ghoulies eat your ass.
And never sleep in a deathbed. I will say we'll be back Saturday night next week. We had to do Sunday night this week, but it's going to be a Saturday night thing next week, and we'll have some special guests.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.